So, thought I would just do a really fast video about my gardens. So, I'm going to start right here. This is the backyard. This is we have about a half an acre here in Kansas. So, this is the Leotrope and lily garden. Leotrope is also known as monkey grass. It has these really cool purple spikes during the summer. So this is Taz's memorial garden. She's got catgrass and catmint and a Moldavian dragon head growing here. Taz was killed last fall by a raccoon. Yeah, don't want to get into that. I'll start crying. This is one of my first raised garden beds here in Kansas. We did get all the wood for free. Shaggy drives for a glass company, and they deliver everything in crates. And so when we want wood, just go out and we cut up the crates with a chainsaw, and then we bring the crates home. And I combine compost and cow manure and raised bed garden soil, and I make raised garden beds. So that's Brussels sprouts. It's already been harvested once for peas. I used really old green beans. Those are green bean seeds in the back, so that's going to have to be reharvested. The wilted lettuce, black-seeded Simpson, in other words, it really did really well. Some old French breakfast radish, just some other stuff that came up in there. It's kind of already been done. This is one of my Buddha gardens. Buddha, as you know, is like a sacred image. He's not supposed to sit directly on the ground. And this is where I do all my houseplants in the summertime. They come out here. I don't do a lot of houseplants. I'm not a houseplant person. This is a side garden. This is a hosta garden. So this has blooming hosta. It has columbine. It has some creeping phlox. Has some other things coming up here, and it's really thriving. I'm sorry, I'm going really fast. I'm sorry. This is the moon garden. It's a nighttime garden. It has all white flowers. It's supposed to attract moths and bees and creatures of the night. So that grows right there with the white and silver flowers. We recycle everything. So we have very little trash. We have a lot of compost. We have a lot of recycles, and yeah. So there's that. Then I do what's called reminder stones. So along my path, I do these stones, and I write all over them just things that I want to remember, you know, accept others, love all, create peace. This side of the garden, I did red clover. I plan to get rabbits later, and so I'm going to feed them the clover. But clover is a nitrogen fixer. So this side I did red clover in, and this side I did tomatoes. Next year I'll swap them out. The tomatoes will go on this side where the nitrogen's been fixed and replenished, and the clover will go on that side. Wow, I feel like I'm really close. That's a little tiny strawberry patch that's just starting. Did a lot of herbs this year. a lot of herbs. Chamomile. Oh my gosh. English thyme. Oh, I can't tell you how many herbs I have out here. I don't even. Basil and summer savory and just anything and everything you can imagine as an herb. I've grown it this year. This is echinacea. Echinacea in Kansas is a natural plant. So this is very naturalized right here. And the chives have pretty much finished out, and I'm actually dehydrating them. The echinacea is getting ready to bloom. That's just another raised garden bed. That's another, that's a permanent bed up there actually. This is black-eyed Susan, rue, a lot of bee balm. Bee balm here, the seeds fall and it just becomes natural. We do a lot for the birds here. We have a lot of Niger seeds. We have a lot of hummingbird feeders. We have several bird houses that are full of baby birds. My bird bath every year, every day my birds know, from crows down to the tiniest little martins and finches, know that they can come here and expect fresh water every day. This is a blank spot ready for another raised bed. Actually 2 I think are going to go in here. That's a pepper bed right there. I get so many peppers from that bed. The lilies are blooming right now. The finches, the smoker is all over there. The pool. That's the fire pit down there, which our neighbor's tree just landed on our property. There's a lot of baby echinacea that I'm walking over that I gotta move. The neighbor's tree landed in our yard, and so we have a plethora of firewood. This is the potato, more peppers, asparagus, and onion patch over here, right there. Always does really well. This is my cucumber and loofah. I love to grow loofah, which is a kind of a spongy gourd. Grow that every year. All along that fence line will be loofahs and cucumbers. That you've already seen in the previous video where my hens are buried. The compost, the hen house, the death trap, the pond down there where we try to do fish, but the coons have been killing them every year because, as you can see, I'm surrounded by woods. One thing I've noticed this year, more than any other year, is that we've had an amazing lightning bug show. It's just been so cool. It's like we get in the pond and in the pool, and we look into the woods at night. When I get off work, I get in the pool, and it's just an incredible show of lightning bugs this year. It's just phenomenal. It's unlike any other year. And then we have a small orchard. We have apricots, peach, blackberry, raspberry, grape, goji berry, and fig, and I can't think what else. Something else, I'm not sure. But that grows right there. And then that's pretty much it, I think, for the backyard. So that's kind of a tour of the half an acre of our backyard and our gardens. And our hens are so happy out here. They're so amazingly happy. Unfortunately, they were killed by the raccoon. The raccoon is gone. That one. We have reinforced the hen house. Shouldn't be able to get into it. But I will continue to reinforce the hen house. Hopefully that'll never happen again. I hope not. Our cats now are not allowed out in the yard, and our dogs can't come outside without us. So that's my gardens. Would love to see yours. Ta-ta.